everyone, welcome back to a movie review, and we just got back seeing Minecraft the movie.
Yep.
And so popular right now. It really is, because we just seen some of the reviews right now, and it's blowing a lot of the critics out of the water right now, because right now in Rotten Tomato that it is in 47 for critics, so
Wow.
they don't like this.
What about the audience?
But the audience in 87%
really?
at this moment. So it could go high or even lower. Who knows? But it's safe to say that people do definitely love this. And the big question is this really actually what people actually think? Is this the Minecraft that people really actually wanted? Or is this the Minecraft that is just one of those memory berries and it's just one of those nostalgia, just show something of Minecraft that you'll probably just love? What do you think, boy? What do you think of this film of Jack Black and Jason Momoa teaming up to bring this world to life?
Definitely Jack Black and Jason Momoa carried the film.
Easily.
They had to. They were definitely, I will say, immersed in their characters. Jack Black's Jack Black, as you'd imagine. He's not Steve. He's Jack Black.
Yeah.
I thought Jason Momoa's character was actually pretty entertaining. I thought he was gonna be like cringe as shit. But he wasn't, and I'm glad that they had him for most of the screen time and Jack Black.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Because the other characters were just one. I mean, it's not their fault, but they were pretty much one note, you know?
Yeah.
The other side characters.
Some of them, they actually feel like they kind of disappeared from the movie and
Yeah.
they just came in the end.
Yeah. It was like,
So-
oh shit, they're still in this movie.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know?
We'll get into spoilers
Yeah.
and we'll tell you which ones actually disappeared and which ones basically kind of steal the
Yeah,
show.
which you'll pretty much know.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't mind the animation. I
Mhm.
thought it looked like shit originally in the trailer, but I got fairly used to the animation. The green screen stuff wasn't as noticeable as I heard some reviews people say. I mean, yeah, they're in the green screen all the time.
Oh, yeah.
But I thought some of it wasn't all that bad. There was maybe a few ones that were actually really bad. But for the most part, I thought they were fine. I think I actually enjoyed kind of like at least the skeleton, like the creepers and stuff like that, the way they looked. Except the villagers. The villagers looked weird as shit.
Well, the villagers are supposed to be represented from the actual...
Yeah, I know.
from
But
the
I,
game.
but I, the animation wise, the
Oh, yeah,
CGI
yeah.
for them is really weird. As far as the story goes, it's pretty generic. I mean, I did like kind of the characters that appeared.
I would say it was pretty much safe.
Yeah, I felt like they were like the Mario movie where they were trying to play it safe. Which, the more I think about it, it might be weird. I might actually... I don't know. I got to think about that for a second. But, my opinion, I actually kind of enjoyed the film.
All right, there you go.
Some of the jokes weren't obviously there. I felt like some of them were just like a chuckle or a smile, which I saw you were smiling
Yeah.
with some of them. I wish there was like really hard hitters, but to me it was like more like a kid joke. I mean, I wish it wasn't meant for like really kids. I mean, like the people who played Minecraft are now at least in their 20s. Most of the people there are gonna be our age, around our age.
Mhm.
You and I, and of course, if they have kids, they'll bring the kids, and the kids are gonna like it because it's Minecraft. It's a kids game, pretty much. But anyway, sticking to like what I think of this film and stuff like that, I actually enjoyed this film more than I thought I would. I think it was a good thing I went in there with low expectations. I like Minecraft. I mean, I don't know if you like Minecraft, but I've had countless hours in Minecraft. I wish they did do more of a survival aspect on it, which...
They kind of showed like little hints.
Yeah, they did, but like, it was more like a creative mode, it felt like.
Yeah.
And my thing is I like survival mode, which I think you do too. Most people do it. Like, there are so many mods right now for on the PC. There's like a day one, or a quiet place, I mean.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
a mod. There's so many cool mods on Minecraft, which I want to play, but I haven't gotten around to. But it was cool seeing the Minecraft stuff. It made me miss Minecraft a little bit, so I could see why you said the member berries. But I always liked Minecraft. I think I still do to this day. The movie could have been better, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
It felt like a Jumanji or something like that type film. I mean, I wish it was more animated, like kind of like the Mario movie. I think it would have helped it more, but it was fine.
All right, so back in the day that I remember when I started playing Minecraft, it was like 10 years. 10 years ago, and I'm pretty sure this is the part when we started, people were kind of going into the game.
Yeah.
That people were kind of just looking at it. Basically, it was kind of like
Yeah.
unique. Basically,
Yeah.
This is the biggest indie game
Yeah.
ever
that
blowed up.
I think he sold the game for $1 billion.
$1 billion to Microsoft, and basically Warner Brothers took the IP so they could basically, make a film out of this. And this is what Warner Brothers has to have a win. And I think they're going to have their win.
Yeah. Which
that's for sure.
They were smart enough to do that.
Exactly.
For sure.
Yeah.
They saw a moneymaker, and this movie is going to push Minecraft forward like it did with Mario.
So I agree with it. It's a good film to kids.
Yeah.
But as a grown up, I could see you seeing your kids, if they're enjoying it, you would have fun seeing them having fun. And I don't think you're just gonna sit there, probably look at the screen. You're gonna be like, oh, you know what? It's fine. If the kid is not making noise, that's fine. And this is gonna be one of those films. But if you're coming here to expect something like more spectacular, like Puss in Boots, kind of like that you're gonna enjoy, and you could have a conversation with your kid, or what was that film that we watched with the cat? Flow, like, how you're more interested in the story like that, like what's going on in the real world. This is basically a memory berry for who played the game, who actually kind of went into the world and then kind of seen evolve. That's what I see.
A lot of different stuff.
Exactly, and especially when you're Minecraft from the old ages, you'll understand what it is. You'll understand what was going on, and then again they had to rush it because, like I said, it evolved. There's more things into it. There's another world, the Golem. I remember the last time I saw a Golem was just one in the village. I guess there's a brand new Golem, like a super Golem with what was it?
I don't know what it was called, but where you could fly and shit.
Diamond armor, whatever that is. And I didn't know they could fly. I thought only in creative mode they could do that.
I don't know. I haven't played much creative.
Exactly. It's like 10 years ago, and that's the only thing that I remember. The last time I played it was the Ender Dragon. That was it.
Yeah.
Which to me, I felt like that was the end of the story.
Yeah, I'm actually glad they didn't bring that up because they know they could profit off a second one with that.
Yeah, I know. I get it because, there is an after credit scene. And, like I told you, there is a big thing that people may have actually enjoyed. But again, I don't think this is the movie for me. I could see it that it is very interesting for, young audience. People are making memes out of this or dressing up as Steve. They're clapping in the theaters. And you know what? I enjoyed it if they're having a good time. But for me, in my opinion, I cannot sit there and tell you guys, like, it sucks. You shouldn't watch this film. But in my opinion, I don't like this film. I think it is just one of those films that I'll just see it one time in my life and then be done with it.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I don't think this is a film that you'll be able to go back and watch over and over and over again.
I personally, I didn't mind the movie and stuff like that, and I actually liked it for the most part. However, they could do better, and that's the problem. It's like they play it safe all the time and stuff like that. They shouldn't be doing that. I feel like they just...
No, it's fine. I understand that there is lot of good, unique stuff here. There is some chuckle moments that I did manage to laugh because it was kind of referencing like some funny stuff, like the little stab part, like basically the villain. I kind of enjoyed her here and there.
Yeah, I like the pig guy.
Oh, which one? The pig guy? The general?
Yeah, the general.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The pig general was funny.
Yeah, but there's some things that does hold the film back. It's like some of these cast, like basically the boy and the girl, and obviously, which I'm going to name them right now, because I got the cast right here.
One was Natalie.
Yeah, one is Henry. He's been played by Sebastian Henson, and of course we got, oh my god, I hate this character. Who's been playing her is Jennifer... Basically, the vice principal, who ran over.
Oh, I forgot about that character.
Yeah, because I feel like
forgettable.
There is some scenes. Exactly, it's like one of those films that is very unnecessary, and they shouldn't add that because I think it took away from the actual Minecraft.
It did.
What's going on?
That was such an unnecessary thing. It's just they wanted some humor in there. Which that should have not been in the film.
Exactly. It took away from my immersion from the actual thing that was going on. I think they could have added more stuff.
Yeah, they could have done anything.
Yeah, we could have it like Natalie, who is basically having what's going on, maybe looking for the map, which the map never brings up again.
Yeah,
you heard about the map?
Yeah,
that was her mission. And after that, they never mentioned it again. Basically, that was one of their missions, and basically, it doesn't matter. Yeah. We're telling you this, it doesn't matter. They're not going to resolve it. And the only ones that does matter is, of course, Steve, basically, is Jack Black, and Jason Momoa as, the garbage man, Garrison. They're the only ones that matter. Everybody else doesn't really matter except maybe Henry.
Yeah, technically everything revolved around kind of Henry, but like he was supposed to be the main. But we really know that Jack Black and
Yeah, exactly. So basically, all these stuff that we keep mentioning is like, yes, this is a Minecraft that is basically meant for kids, for the kids. And if you're an adult, if you like this film, you're allowed to like this. But obviously, we're not going to tell. I'm going to tell you how it is. I don't think I like this. This is pretty much, I think, a bad film, and I'm never going to want to watch this film again. There was some moments and parts that I almost wanted to fall asleep.
yeah, definitely the beginning too.
I liked a little bit of the beginning,
No.
but exactly, it depends where
Yeah.
you look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So either way, let's go to final verdict so we could spoil the hell out of this film. But go right ahead, boy.
So I'm just gonna go ahead and give this movie a C minus. I mean, it was better than I thought. However, I don't think you should really support this type of film of like pretty much actual no real love to the game. I feel like there was like I feel like there was people that worked on this that knew and were fans of the games. However, it was very overshadowed by probably the big guys upstairs of the creativity and stuff like that. Definitely the script.
Yeah.
Definitely the script. There was some cool stuff with it, you know, with the pigs, the wizard, some cool elements. However, some of that stuff just it seemed like it was like in the Mario movie or something like that.
Yeah.
Like stuff like that is like very, you know, copy and paste a little bit. It was a generic movie, which they could have just tried to do something different.
Yeah.
But clearly they're not, and they should have known they would have just made their money back. But people, what you saw in the trailer, you know what you're gonna expect.
Yeah, I agree.
So like, just watch the trailer and form your own opinion with that, cause that's exactly what you're gonna get. So I'm giving this a C minus.
Well, I think I'm going to be a little bit harder on this film just because of the characters. Some of them were kind of pointless, and to be honest, they could have just removed that, like the vice principal, easily cut. Never talk again, because obviously it was very pointless. There is some scenes that I did not enjoy, and to be honest, can we really call this a musical?
No, I don't want to.
Yeah, because when Jack Black sing, I was like, "Are you serious?"
That's what I mean. Like, I feel like they tried copying the Mario movie.
Well, the thing is, it was like the only thing that was shining was basically the Princess Peach one.
Well, that's why I feel like they're trying to do something memorable like that.
Exactly, but it's like kind of like, look, you have a month to come up with this song versus a day to come up with this song on set.
Yeah.
So I feel like he just brought it up in the spot.
Yeah.
It's like, you know what? Just be Jack Black. Do your thing.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They're like, everybody loves you. Yeah.
Exactly. So to be honest, it was like, what, 3 musics? And I hated them all.
Yeah, they weren't good. Luckily, they were short.
Exactly. They're short. They're not memorable. There's no lesson to be learned here. Everybody got what they wanted. Everybody basically just went into the sunset and just did a hurrah. Because obviously Minecraft could be enjoyed by everybody.
Yes, absolutely.
100%, especially, to adults. If they want to see their kids happy, they can. But I think they could go out and see better films. I think they could go see, maybe wait for Lilo and Stitch. Maybe you could wait for a better movie. If you want, you could see Puss in Boots again. Puss in Boots is such a better film. And maybe there is better films out there that tell a better story. But obviously, I don't think this is basically the best one. I think there is other films out there that does deserve your watch, like Flow. But
Definitely.
Exactly. But I don't think they're going to probably watch. They're definitely going to watch this nonetheless. And that is fine. Let Warner Brothers have the money. So I think I'm going to give this an F+. This is the highest F+. I get it. Maybe a D- at the most. But trust me, I'm not a big fan of this film. I tried liking this. I saw what the clips were showing in the trailers, but I didn't like this. At the most, if I'm looking for the most Minecraft stuff, it'll probably be just when there's Minecraft stuff. Maybe the music of the Minecraft at the beginning. The world looks nice. The villagers was the best until one of them actually went to the real world and kind of ruined it for me.
It was very short. I'm not gonna destroy the movie just because it only had like 3 parts to it.
Well, there is some things that there was more stuff that I did not enjoy.
I know.
Yeah, and there's some moments that I'm just like, why are you doing this? You should have done this. Why are you doing this? Why are you giving away an animal that you cherish for no reason? There is plenty of other ones, but that was the most better ones that you just wanted to give away. And some of these actors are just to be honest, very pointless.
Yes, absolutely. Which we'll get.
We'll get to it. So yeah, I think I'll give this an F+. It's not a. Oh, I kind of want to give it a D- just because there are some scenes that did make me laugh, but I don't think it's very that bad. You know what? I changed my score. A D-.
Yeah, you seem like you're giving it a
Yeah,
D-.
maybe I was a little harsh. So maybe
Yeah.
a D-. I think because there are some moments that I did enjoy some of the stuff that I did enjoy.
Yeah.
There was some funny scenes. There was memorable stuff, and I think there was even some YouTubers there mentioned.
Really?
Yeah, there was some, like the pig. I can't remember what his name. He passed away, and that's why they showed like he was a legend.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. So, but basically.
Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, so basically it's just some of those memorabilities that people would actually enjoy, but there's just some things that I just wish it could have been better and it could have been well told. I
Yeah.
wish the message, or at least it would have taken a chance to have both worlds, like maybe for the younger audience and for, for adults as well, like Puss in Boots. And I'm going to keep on saying that because that's one of the high tiers.
That's a really good movie.
Exactly. And to
Very
be
good
honest,
movie.
Mario is doing this 20 times better. Sonic is doing even way better.
I know Sonic is, but I don't
Yeah.
know about Mario.
Yeah, but Mario, I think it's up there. At least not this film. I think this one's a low bar. I'm going to give this a D- for sure. I wish I could give it a little bit higher. If anything, I could see a C- if you're really, really, just want to enjoy it and just turn off your brain
Yeah.
and just want to have a good
That's the
time
highest
seeing
you
it.
could go.
Yeah, I don't think I could see it going a B or an A.
No.
I think there's no way. But yeah, it's basically, I think it's just one of those films that it's just enjoyed by everybody. And it's a film that went too safe. But either way, thank you guys for listening, and we will see you guys on the spoilers.
Later.
All right, later, guys.